Hey, man,
live.
say, man.
Yeah, we live, man. Talk about education, man.
That was
Get
hard, though.
educated.
That's right. Wait, are we? Everybody locked there? You started all the cameras?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My bad.
We got a lot
welcome
of that,
to
too.
another
Good-
episode.
good
where-
talk.
Stuck in the middle. Yeah, I'm about to say, welcome to another episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast, because you know what's up in this stuff.
Every week.
Weekly. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, but you know I can't do nothing without talking about the fam. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before we do that.
Coach Hef is in the building, so y'all can
Ring
stop
bling,
playing.
ring
Because y'all kept
Ring,
playing. You know,
Blame me.
Ring,
it's here, so
bling.
y'all,
Ring them.
you see it.
Finally. Finally.
Wait, wasn't there like a spring bling? The other thing?
No, I said Shein King.
Shein
Yeah,
King. Oh,
It's TikTok.
Fresca.
Shot. Hey. Right. Look, they stay roasting me, bro. Like
Oh,
that,
that's him.
what y'all don't see.
No, that's it. Name
on
change. Name
camera.
change.
Hold it, real quick.
Come on, name change. We can get it. Come on.
Hey, we did a
Hold it.
sponsor. Oh my God.
Come on, bro.
That bitch is perfect.
Hey, let's
boy.
change. Hey, let's
Mr.
make-
Fresca right
You know
there.
what? I got the ad.
Get
right
out,
now.
bro.
Remember that? I'm gonna see how good we are. Open it up, right? And now you're gonna hear the background. Fresca.
Yeah.
Water Fresca.
That's not the same jingle, but
Oh, you can mix it up. You can mash it up. That is you though.
that,
Look,
Y'all
it's Journey
done.
on the couch.
Shein King. Hey, the Shein King. What's up, B Wood?
That's hard. B. Will Cooks. He said it. We locked. We're like, oh.
Oh, be Corey from Corey's Corner drinking my Fresca. My pup pears,
Perito.
chilling, licking his paw. He need a haircut, man. You need to get faded, cuz.
Yeah, mine's too. They're getting kind of
Yeah,
rough out there.
we getting
Official
rough.
social cues, you know what it is. Just another week with just 4 black dudes sitting on the couch trying to banter about pop culture. Wait, what's going on? What you talking about? What B Wood said?
I'm dead. Let's go. Keep it up, bro.
No, I gotta know now. I want to be in the lab.
You was talking about a haircut.
I thought you were talking about.
I know.
He
That's
said
the,
mine too.
I went for that shine real quick. Like, what you
What
cutting
you
up
mean?
there?
You talking about your dog?
Watch
Yeah.
it. So I have dogs, and my dogs needed a haircut.
Oh.
Boy, ooh,
Yeah.
almost spit that Fresca out.
And wait, no, I did shave yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, official social cues in the building. We are 4 black dudes on the couch that just do pop culture banter, and we do it in 4 segments every single week. Start off with you guys, though. Always, we are stuck on comments. You guys have a lot to say. We have a lot to reply to. From there, we do Stucky sees you.
Oh, we don't do Mutha-Stuckas?
I was just checking because y'all look like y'all wasn't into it today.
No, what you mean?
No,
We don't do it until we do it.
We're waiting on you.
Stuck of the week. And then from there, we get to Stucky situations. You know what I'm talking about? If it's really bad, you'll probably end up on the wheel with B Wood because you're stuck and stupid.
You out of there.
Yeah, and from there, we go to that super dark, wet corner.
That's what he got this week. This boy's
Trying to do
on
that
the
shadow work with
road.
Cori. Make sure we get super vulnerable.
Super dark wet.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Jesus in heaven. And then Cori puts us in a nice little bow, sends us on our way for the week. Guys, that's the show. About an hour and a half. We hope you stick around. What are we jumping
Yeah,
off with
read the
today?
comments, man.
Hey, these comments, y'all doing a whole bunch of talking this week.
Yeah,
so we got a lot to
crazy
say,
this
too.
week. Shout out to
Y'all need to start
man.
subbing and all
Hey,
that,
clap it
man.
up for
Yeah,
the-
for
hey,
real.
For the Sims. Everybody clap it up for the
Hey,
Sims.
let's go, Stucky!
We appreciate you.
Hey, but you know what? For
Continue.
all the likes and comments we got, we sure don't have a lot of followers. Believe it or not, I can see that you guys literally like our comments and like our page and like everything and don't follow. Probably should hit the +1 on all the plats. Keep it going. What's the comments, bro?
Pussy bunny.
You know, tonight?
All right, first off, shout out to Wally World for bringing up the content or a comment that we need to get some merch.
Wally World.
Oh yeah, that one that he.
So Wally World said,
We should-
do y'all have merch or something? He wants to support us.
On the way.
So yeah.
OTW.
We should make
Is it a
gum.
girl? Is it a
OT
we don't know?
Dubs. It's a
First
gray
of all-
picture.
Oh, it's an
Oh
eggplant.
yeah,
Eggplant.
get a profile pic. I was gonna put that on you. Man, come on, man.
Say,
get a
look, man,
profile
if it's
pic.
2025 and you still
Yeah,
doing
it's kinda-
eggplants.
Cringy.
We should sell Stucky gum.
Oh, wait, eggshell. I keep saying eggplants. Whoa, pause. Whoa.
With different stress relievers on there,
Stucky shorts.
or like the
Stuck.
fortune cookies.
Stucky
Hey.
shorts.
Could they do that?
Watch this.
In the tobacco game.
It's
Yeah.
summertime. We could get swimsuits for girls and call them stuck on ass. I don't know.
Nah,
And moving on to the next comment.
No, because the stuck will be.
Now we could.
Come on, that's marketing.
In there like swimwear.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
We can do
one.
condoms.
In
Stuck.
there like
Oh,
swimwear.
yeah,
We can do
stuck,
condoms.
Condoms.
Okay, see.
Stuck on a rapper, orange rapper.
No, you ain't
White
stuck
letter,
in
stuck.
there. No, you ain't
Glow
stuck
in
in
dark.
With the question mark, stuck.
And you're done. And you're done.
Yeah, you're stuck.
All right, our next comment is from the Allie Nick. I think this is Alicia from college.
Oh yeah, Allie.
She says, so what was he doing that, this is talking about the fiance that went to jail. So what was he doing that you were uncomfortable or you were comfortable with while y'all were together to get him to 15 years? Like,
That was the
if you're
question.
cool with Kane, then be with him.
Yeah, she talking about
Kinda
Kane.
She's talking about Kane and Abel.
She talking about Kane and Abel, or she talking
No,
about
she's
Kane
talking about
and
Kane from the show.
From Power?
Yes.
Oh, that too.
They say this is a big rich town.
Anyway, so I mean that's valid point. We all brought that up. We were talking about like,
y'all doing something.
Did she come back
how
this
do you
week?
not know, huh?
Did she come back this week?
Nah, she ain't come back this week.
She ain't come back this
probably-
week, but we gonna get you to come back.
She saw them comments.
She saw the she saw the episode. She probably left.
She saw them.
Give us an update. What was her name?
Allie.
Black.
I gotta remember.
Yes.
Black.
Halle Black.
Black girl.
Black African.
Black Apples. She's a Zeta. She's a Zeta too.
Jeremy every time, boy.
She be hitting me up. How Saw doing?
Oh yeah, she cool, man. She cool people.
Yeah.
Shout out to
You talking about the girl that did the
She has
situation?
No.
The Stucky situation girl?
no.
The
that's
comment.
what
He
her
talking
comment. No, she has a podcast too about being a mom.
Yeah.
I did the intro music for her.
Oh.
Yeah, shout
Shouts
out
out
to
to
All
her.
right. So Cordera D is the profile. He said this is about brushing your teeth and when to do it. So he said, brush them when I get up, and prayer and meditation, breakfast, and brush them again, and then get dressed.
See, that sound like Cori. Drink tea.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I mean-
let's do another one this week. What do y'all put your pants on first, or how do y'all dress?
I'm pants first.
Underwear.
Usually pants
So
first.
this,
I'm saying like out of pants and shirt, which one do you put on first
Oh,
when you
pants.
get dressed?
I don't know.
I'm usually
I'm a pants
pants.
guy. Only
Pants
because like I just spent a few years now in big back community, and keeping the shirt unwrinkled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
like
that's
the
a good one.
hardest-
That's a good one.
Yeah,
It's the
I like to
hardest
put the
thing
shirt
to
on.
do.
I just
Because-
feel weird, bro, without the pants. On
I gotta have
Something
the pants
weird
on
about
first.
that.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I can't put the pants or the shorts on without the lotion first or the socks.
Whoa.
I'ma
What are
tell
you
why.
doing?
No,
Just
I'ma
get
tell you
dressed.
why. No, I'm gonna tell you
Oh.
why. Again, big back community. That bend over to get
That
things.
bend over
that's tough.
crazy. That's
tough.
Nah, man, y'all doing
The
it wrong.
bro with that video, it's like ding 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 ding.
Hey, I ain't doing shoehorn yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not doing
That's
shoehorn.
shoehorn.
So
Come
here's
on.
the problem. The problem is you're sitting down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
see,
yeah,
I'm
you
not-
gotta hit the
Stand up
lean.
and-
The lean
and,
right here.
Oh, you can
No,
yeah,
stand up, put your feet on the
That's
table.
fine. But I'm saying, just stand up and put your foot on something.
Yeah.
See,
Nah, I can't
I've
do
seen
a
the
foot.
other.
That's too
Now,
much.
I watch. Now, look, I've
Yeah,
seen a
it's
lot
too
of
much
big
for
back content over the last couple of years, right? And one of them I said I'm refusing to do is get them little shoehorns.
Nah, the shoehorn is
I'm not
the
doing it.
shoehorn is
I'm about to
gold.
stand one. That's when you accept it. That's when you accept it.
He talking about when they pop.
Yeah. I've
when
never
you
seen a
accept it.
shoehorn that pop though.
But
The content.
shoehorns aren't for big. See, they have been
Shoehorns are for old
co-opted
folk.
For the big, yes, and for people who may have some disabilities, but also it's for like if you have shoes like boots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to get in, especially when you're in your crisp jeans.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
But the day of
All
the
they
lives,
gotta
you've
do-
seen them though. And all the day of the lives, the
Yeah.
big boys, they
When
hitting
they,
the
that's, I said, bro.
I've never seen the one that.
Bro, you got it's. I'll show
I'm
you.
gonna
And
run-
if you're
I'm
trying
run
to
a
keep
half
the
marathon.
back of your
Just
Oh, yeah,
shoes
yeah, that's a
clean.
good point. That's a good
because
point.
if you're
That's a good
using
point.
your fingers and pulling back, like
So again, what do y'all put on first? Put it in the comments. Do you do the shirts first on your body, or do you do jeans or the
your pants or
what is it?
whatever. I
Pants?
put pants
Slackers,
on.
slacks, trousers.
your knickerbockers.
Your knickerbockers.
Yeah,
Any more?
real time.
Or you
All
good?
right, another one. This is a long one. This is from Michael W. Michael W. One.
Whoa.
It says so much to unpack here. This is pretty much covering everything from the last episode. Number one, lotion after the shower, no socks. That's doing too much. Two, I also multi-purpose the shower and brush my teeth. So there's technically
used to
that before clothes. Three, oh no, 15 years is a long wait. And if it's 15 years, it's probably something bad or lots of repeat offending. Whatever was done to get that sentence was obviously more important than the future you two would have had.
Right on.
Leave that toxicity. Number four, Kim Jong boat sinking. karma. Number 5, I feel like he said I feel like breastfeeding is one of the most important and natural things a mother can do for their newborn baby. Men sexualizing that shouldn't be the concern for the new mother. Her concern should be providing nutrients to the child. Most women I see do it, cover themselves while doing it anyway.
What platform is this on? They watched the
YouTube.
whole episode?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say, whoa, they locked in.
I'm not saying this was they went over the whole episode. So
Hey, we got to start getting.
I'm telling y'all.
this one, this is a new one. So
sure.
maybe a new addition to the Stuck Everest.
No,
What do you call it?
no. Stuckmore, Mount
Mount Stuckmore.
New viewer.
No,
award.
yeah.
A new viewer where I like that one.
No, but Stuckmore.
Yeah, Stuckmore is like the
No, we gotta come up with
Supremes.
that.
they-
Okay,
yeah.
so
Stuckmore,
Michael-
Stuckmore we can only do at the end of the year. When
Let
we
me-
do,
let me tell you this.
that's a
Let me
good
tell you
one.
this,
We do
Mike.
awards.
Put that in the
all
chat.
I know is
Put that in the
that
chat.
the Stuckmores, every one of them comment on all of the plats.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
All the people
Yeah,
on
Danny's
Stuckmore.
100%.
we need to,
even
like I
even
said,
Christy.
bro,
All of
one
them.
of the episodes at the end of the year needs to be the Stucky Awards.
Yeah.
What'd you say? At the end of the
At the
year,
end of the year, we have a Stucky Award show, and that's when
The last week of the year.
we do
last week of the year.
Stuckmore. You know
All
what
that
I'm saying?
stuff. So Michael, you got some work to do. I
But
appreciate
that's
you.
all.
These comments is
Episode of the
fired.
year.
Well, we got to get you on
And
all
then,
the
like,
platforms
every year,
commenting
we
and
can do
everything
like
else.
a newcomer of the year or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Who
Yeah.
You
got our show
definitely a
this year.
newcomer of the month.
See, we let y'all in. This is behind the scene talk, and we're
Yeah.
putting.
Yeah,
y'all,
we-
this is how
100%.
you're part. You are us.
That's the boy
This
part.
is your
I'm gonna
spot.
say this again. I've said this like 10 episodes ago. I'm gonna say this one more time. Stop asking me to go on the podcast. Just go to the freaking website.
You're on it.
You're on the
You're on
podcast.
it. You're on it.
Like, I
100%.
don't get it.
You're on it.
I want to get on the couch. No, you don't. Just go to the website. If you want to get on the couch, the
Why
fact
did you say no? You don't like? No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're not.
That's all.
By the way,
come
some
on.
The comments and submissions. That's how you get on the podcast. That's simple.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry.
AI?
Karen underscore not a Karen.
That's hilarious.
She said, and this is referring to the post about what's a movie that's overhyped. She said Scarface and A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Which one is A Christmas
Scarface?
Story?
I would disagree with A Christmas Story. You'll put your eye out, kid, where he put
Come
his
on, bro.
tongue on the thing and it got
Come
stuck.
on, bro.
And he got the
With the glasses?
So
on?
yeah,
Come on,
what
man.
did Stucky say back?
Charlie, what-
Stucky said, I think as a default, all Christmas movie slander is considered against the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do. Yeah, you don't touch.
Christmas
yeah,
movies
don't
are
touch nothing
goated.
Christmas.
Already Christmas
Yeah, you
movie.
can't.
Oh
yeah.
no! Yeah, you're
No.
foolish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're out of
you're out of
there.
there.
bro.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you
I'll-
wild.
And Scarface, to me, as a cinephile,
Yeah, you can't do it.
I'm a little against that one. But I'm also
It's
it's
your
your
opinion.
opinion. So I will take it.
So you're
I just am
telling
in
me
opposition.
when he saw them boys on that camera, and you
Facts.
felt that anxiety that he
Yeah,
had.
Scarface is.
You're telling me that was bad when I felt the anxiety watching that camera. I don't know that I would be so chill to do another bump before I start shooting them. Like I would be
Not
like,
the
what?
bump. Not the bump.
Yesterday.
Last comment. This one's
Damn,
also
I know.
about the movie and TV show. Lucas R. Giesel.
Giselle.
Yeah.
Anyway, said Andor is another show that was overhyped.
I haven't finished. Andor.
I haven't
don't
even
know.
started.
What I said
What is
to
that?
him,
Andor Star Wars.
I think what we said
okay.
back was, so why is that the case? Is it because you thought he was better on Narcos?
Narcos.
Mexico?
Yeah, not rocking with it was he better in Narcos? Let's go.
Yeah, but I think his response to that was like, I mean, if that's what you
Yeah,
wanna
you could say that. I just don't get it.
Well, okay.
Very simple.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere.
See,
That's honesty. That's
But this is why you ask one more question.
100%.
Yeah.
Because if you say something like, I just don't get it, I feel like it invalidates you saying it's overhyped. You saying something is overhyped means you understand it,
Yeah.
and that's why you can actually.
It just
validate
wasn't
that
enough.
wasn't-
It
right.
was like,
If you don't get it, say that.
yeah, I'm
Like,
cool
I'm
with that.
just like, I don't get it.
No problem. We can
Yeah,
stick with that.
oh.
Yeah, you know. But
Yeah, shout out to
again,
Lucas, man.
if it ain't for you, it ain't for you.
Yeah. But appreciate you commenting, guys.
No, for sure,
You know,
100%.
you guys have a lot to
Yeah,
say.
we're
and
busy this
we
week,
have
huh?
A lot to say
I know,
back.
right?
A lot to say back. But who the most stucker?
Hey, I got one.
I got one too, and I think I'll probably win. But go ahead.
You might. My Mutha-Stucka is American and some
That
European
boy gonna
airlines.
Stay on them airlines.
No,
bro.
no, but airlines in
hold on,
general,
hold on. You got
not
something
American
against it, yeah.
Airlines,
Hold on,
the
but it don't
American
matter.
travel
It don't-
agencies.
You got something against the whole industry.
Yeah,
boy.
watch this. Hold on. Even better. What he does is like flexes real quick. Because it's been like 3 weeks he's talking about airplanes. Bro,
Yeah.
how many trips you going to take?
Yeah,
I haven't even
Nah,
taken a
that
trip
ain't-
in a
nah, that ain't
minute.
the trip.
It ain't even a
Yeah.
trip in a minute. Anyway, so
he
shout
pissed.
out to Turkey. Turkey has instituted a new program at their airports, and they literally charge you a 52-pound fine for people who huddle around the gates early and cause traffic and confusion.
Oh, yeah.
So American Airlines actually did it. So American, you're safe from this. But what they did is they made like a buzzer noise and call you out for trying to cut in line in front of other people.
Bro, do you know what London does? What Katie told me. At Heathrow, they don't tell you your gate until 10 minutes before. So you all have to basically go to the middle.
Yeah,
and
everybody
wait
huddled
for
up.
your screen. And then 10 minutes before it come down the screen, that's when you know what gate to go to.
Yeah.
How much is that in US dollars?
52 pounds is like $40 something dollars.
Oh, okay, bet. Yeah, you're the traveler. Like, come on.
The last time I was in Europe, it was over a decade ago, bro. It was almost 2 decades ago.
Flex.
Last time I was in Europe.
Yeah, last time I was in Europe.
I think it was 3.
I've been to Europe in 2 months.
It's been a while. I'm going to Ireland next year.
Come on, people. Who's your Mutha-Stucka?
Stefon Diggs, man.
Oh, that's a good one. Dang.
Like, you know, when you get to a certain esque, you gotta know that
That's his word.
You gotta hit that paranoia umbrella.
Oh, real talk.
But paranoia not in the way where it affects you.
You mean
like
AJ
paranoia
Brown?
like I'm watching my back.
Yeah,
like
when
somebody
AJ
got
Brown.
cameras out. You know
You know what I'm saying? What did Aaliyah say?
What?
I got to watch my back because I'm not just anybody.
All I know is in the NFL, you got 2 types of receivers. You got Stefon Diggs,
And who?
AJ Brown.
Whoa.
AJ, remember his speech?
I thought about,
His speech was like, "I'm paranoid. I don't like people walking up to
Why
me
are
taking
you
pictures."
so paranoid?
It gotta be
You
like
gotta
that.
be
so I
like
can-
that though.
But basically, he was on a boat. We really don't know what was in a Ziploc, but
They say it's Tusi.
it's still suspense. So
It's that Diddy.
it's just you got to know cameras are around. You got to say, hey, put the cameras down. You just got to always be alert. You know, if I was a cop and I'm looking at him, it looked like he was DUI
And it's
under the influence.
OTAs. You know what I'm saying?
By the way,
OTAs is going on.
Not driving, but he looked like he was under the influence. But yeah, you got to stay away from.
By
that
the way,
stuff.
Crayola, you have an opportunity here. Back in the day, didn't they come up with a new color called Jay-Z Blue?
They did.
Then he did come up with Diddy Pink.
Yeah,
That's wild.
It's too
you gotta,
early.
yeah,
they
you
can't
just
do
got
It's too early.
68. I went the wrong way. 68 version.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you got that's a good one. Stop missing OTAs too, Stefon did.
Wide receiver for
The Patriots.
hey, Forrest Corner.
Yes, indeed. And OTAs is organized team activities.
Mm.
Anyway, my Mutha-Stucka is the girl, the Venezuelan national who ran over the girl on the lake.
Oh, yes,
what
bro.
happened?
Bro, she was on a jet ski, I guess, with somebody else.
The girl was on the canoe.
No.
Is this
I'm
what-
talking about the girl
No,
who
the
was
girl who
stuck.
did it.
Oh, the girl
Yeah, the
stuck.
girl
Hold
who
on.
Yeah.
She black or white?
She's Venezuelan.
Venezuelan.
And the girl who died was black.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So we
she-
got man.
Big stuck because she just graduated and she's going to the military, man.
A great
And let me
black.
guess,
Yes.
the Venezuelan
Yeah,
girl
you
wasn't
can't.
documented.
No, please tell us. The story. This is
I
pissing
don't
me
know if
off.
she was here. Don't quote me on this. I have to look. She definitely is not a citizen of the United States. Whether she's here legally or
We don't know
illegally,
that?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I just you said Venezuelan national, so it just
I have- you would
triggered
have
me.
to-
Don't
to-
let Trump hear.
No, I don't know.
You already
I'm-
know,
I'm
'cause
just telling you I don't know.
Abbott said he calling for the death penalty, but she got charged with manslaughter, so that's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay.
like,
He's tripping. Yeah,
so
he's wild.
my assumption is if he's doing that, she probably is
Yeah, he going hard.
undocumented.
Yeah.
But I don't know, so I'm not gonna say that she is. Either way, killing somebody. Here's why I say you're stuck. First off, manslaughter and stuff like that happens. Sometimes accidents happen. So being on a jet ski and having an accident, stuff like that, like even though that sucks, somebody lost their life. Sometimes I understand accidents happen, but she fled, bro.
She dipped.
She dipped.
Yeah.
Like she knew what happened and got up out of there, and they had to manhunt her down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did hear about this.
Yes, bro.
Was it a younger chick?
The girl? Yeah, she's younger.
I'm talking about the Venezuelan girl was younger.
She's like in her 40s, I think, maybe.
Oh, never mind. I didn't see it. I thought-
How old? Do you know, baby, how old the Venezuelan woman is? The Venezuelan woman. You know how old she was? Oh, maybe she was.
That's why I thought she was younger.
Maybe she was.
Yeah.
But I know the girl that had passed was 18. So
Yeah,
rest in
that's-
peace to her.
Rest in peace, man.
And old girl is definitely my.
TNPs, man. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, my. That's my vote for the Mutha-Stucka of the week.
Mutha-Stucka.
I got her, man.
I'm gonna go with
got?
the Diddy defense.
This week was a
She
tough week for
she
them.
looks
It
like
was a
a
bad week.
This
a
tough- it was tough
struggling
week, because the week before was actually a good week for
It
them.
was a good week. Yeah, this
This
one's
week
bad.
was a tough week.
This
They
one's
lost their
bad.
marbles, but I'll give you the specific moment when they lost
Talking
their
about
marbles.
with anyway, finish.
Well,
The letter?
No.
correct.
The letter.
The letter.
Yeah, the
so,
letter.
Let me just set the scene. Well, we don't need to set the scene really. It's the Diddy trial, dang it. Like if you don't know what the Diddy trial is,
What
bro.
was the
Like,
latter part? Maybe I missed it.
well, I'm about to give it to you. Meaning, like, before I break down the Diddy trial, I'm not. If you're not
Yeah,
watching the
I'm
Diddy
saying,
trial,
yeah.
you're not living in
It's
America.
legendary.
That's
Just
it.
read.
Yeah, it's like on everything.
Yeah.
But and by watch I mean read because can't watch it. But the prosecution brought up to the stand an ex-employee, ex-assistant to Diddy. Now, she's claiming that in 2012 she was removed of duties and was blackballed by Diddy and can prove over the next 12 years that he went out of his way to make sure that she couldn't get employment. She lost her home. She lost her money. I don't know if she's married, but she lost it all. Long story short, she lost it all. Now, here's where it gets tricky. The defense for Diddy was trying to say, how could you possibly say that I'm the reason why you can't find work when I wrote a recommendation letter for you
a couple years ago.
Literally back in 2020 or no 2021.
That's what they said. Right.
Yeah, 2021 is the term that they used, trying to get you work. And she said, "Oh, no. See that letter right there is from 2012." Huh? What you mean 2012? Yeah, after I got my settlement. Huh?
Settlement.
Settlement. So let me make sure I back this up, because before she says this thing, the settlement between her and Diddy is not even on anyone's radar.
Right.
So that means the defense brought up a piece of paper that was one, false, and said it was done in 2021 when it was done in 2012. Two, used immediately against them because they never brought up the fact that there was some kind of agreement between her and Diddy. So now everybody's looking at him like, what you mean? So the judge is like, actually, no, proceed. Tell me more about this.
Recess, please recess.
Yeah. They were like, he was like, what, denied or whatever the thing you say whenever they try to.
They're trying to do like a motion.
When they try
I
to
heard they
motion
had
to
an
scratch
angle
it.
because something happened with. Well, anyway, finish. My bad.
So it goes deeper. Because then they say, well, who cares? They try to, it's too late. They've already lost all the credibility in the story, right? Not to mention she's on the stand, like, hyperventilating, bawling, and, like, having a whole reaction to
I
this.
would have nothing further.
Yeah, exactly. So the last part that killed them is they tried to be like, well, at the end of the day, he wrote a recommendation letter for you. She goes, no, I wrote that. I wrote it. He had to put his signature at the bottom, and that was the terms of the agreement. So he didn't even write me a recommendation letter. I wrote it. And it sounds like that because I needed it to sound like that whenever I would go shop my name places and they wanted to hire me. So the one thing that they tried to bring into evidence as their defense was immediately flipped on their head. And now now try to come back from that credibility. Because what does that make you look like as a defense team? Like
You look sloppy.
Because they had an opportunity. Here's the last piece. They had an opportunity to correct it. She said, and remember, I know this is innocent, because she's like, what do you mean, from 2012? I don't think she might have been setting them up, and if she was,
yeah, she's a genius, but
brilliant.
I doubt
amazing.
That was
I highly doubt it when you're in your highest peak emotional state right there. I highly doubt it. But if that was you, girl, hey. Yeah. But they had an opportunity because she said 2012. All you had to do, this is how simple this is, guys, to get away from this, was address that it was the wrong date and then move on to a different topic. You could be like, oh, I said 2021, but 2012, that's kind of reciprocal, my bad. Next question. I'll move on from that. Let's just not even get into that and then go into something else. The fact that you double down to be like, no, this is 2021. And then she's like, really? Let's get into it since you want to get into it. You a Mutha-Stucka, bro. Everybody on that team. And yes, you too, Brian Steele. If you was a part of this, Mutha-Stucka, all of you.
Yeah, I don't think it was, but yeah. Anyway.
She was illegal.
Illegal?
Yeah. She came in illegally, but she was immediately arrested and then released on her own recognizance. So she technically didn't have to leave until she met court, until she had her court date.
Okay.
Always one of those situations. Yeah.
20.
Okay, so she was in her 20s. I'm tripping.
22.
She looked like she was in her 40s.
She does. That's what I was saying earlier. She don't look.
She's gone through life.
She don't look 22, bro.
She gone through life. But who we got, man? Who we voting on?
Yeah, who the vote is?
That's a hard one. Because
the defense. Yeah, they.
And the what's the name got arrested too?
Who?
The passenger on the jet ski.
Oh yeah. Because
who was also
illegal.
Yeah, I think they both from Venezuela.
Yep.
And
actually,
again,
I'm torn. I can say the defense. I would say the defense is more stuck.
Yeah,
I would say the defense.
Yeah. Well,
no, we can't be tied. Oh, I guess we can't. Be tied.
I'm just swaying on this side
people,
now.
Man.
Yeah,
all right, people, y'all gotta vote because we 2-2 right
that's
now.
good.
Tell us which one was the most Mutha-Stucka situation of the week.
Who do we have? It was the defense.
The
Stefon Diggs, the airlines, or.
But Stefon Diggs, I've been kicking Stefon Diggs and airlines out.
Yeah,
I
voted.
So yeah. Who's Mutha-Stucka of the week? Who was it again?
We're doing Diddy's defense.
And the illegal
Or-
alien from Venezuela.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
tough.
yeah. Give us the.
Put it in the comments,
Oh my
man.
gosh, man. Anyway, sound like everybody this week was in a stucky situation.
Bro, you gotta go tenor one time, bro. I'm always going tenor.
I smoked too much cigarettes in my 20s.
All right, this is anonymous. It says, lately I've been feeling like a bad parent. My 15-year-old barely talks to me. They stay in their room, snap at everything I say, and I never know if I'm helping or just making things worse. I try to give them space, but I also worry that I'm not doing enough. I don't want to push them away, but I also don't want to sit back and miss something important. Any advice?
I got one real quick. You're 15 years deep, so I'm not telling you anything new, by the way. But welcome to parenting.
Real talk.
That's all I got. I mean, I'm dealing with that right now with a 5-year-old. So, I don't think it changes. I think it just over time
Gets more advanced. Gets a little bit smarter.
So here's one thing I have to start doing. And again, everybody has it. They call it mom guilt or dad guilt. Everybody has this, right? I'll tell you how I deal with mine. Like, can I go to sleep at night saying I did my darndest today to give that boy or that girl or whatever you got everything I can to be their parent and provide them access to everything that they can possibly have access to make their life better? If I've done that and they are not able to accept it for cognitive reasons, emotional reasons, whatever it is, I can still sleep at night. I'm not stressing. That's how I look at it. Now, there were some missteps I made, which are very possible. We're human. Plenty of times I screw up when it comes to my parenting. Plenty of times. And I'm going to continue to do that. Well, then have a reevaluation moment and say, maybe tomorrow I won't be, or I'll try to not be this way and whatever. You start getting into the weeds with this, you're going to become
Stuck.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, literally. Because you can't work yourself. Our problem. Okay, let me back up even further. Our problem is we think that we can live our kids' lives, meaning like we want to dictate how they receive things. Your kid just might be receiving everything you're doing in whatever way he's receiving it, and you're gonna have to be okay with that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For
like,
sure.
You're living your life, and they're living theirs. I might say, hey son, you go take out the trash. He might have heard me say, man, go take out that. He might have heard all of that. And all I might have said was, hey, son, go take out the trash. But because he's in a different mental space, or maybe he got a lot of stress going on, he can't manage, or maybe he's 15 and he's full of hormones, he going to take it a different way. I don't know if I'm going to blame myself on that. So that's me.
Just start finding ways to teach them emotional intelligence now. Because like you said, them hormones, the kids at this age don't truly know what their emotions are actually doing what their hormones are doing to them emotionally, physically, mentally. So just start teaching them ways to like deal with their emotions. It's like I would love to have had that early on. Not to say that we didn't get it, but you know what I'm saying? Like kind of have that like specialized training or like input. So why not do that? I mean, that's advice because welcome to being a parent.
Yeah, I'm hearing things like my a lot and me. So I don't know if you're in a joint situation where you got somebody working with you. So then you may be in a single situation where you're like single parent. That's a whole nother dynamic. And you got a different battle to fight. That's why I say not every fight is a fight. When you're single parents, not every fight is a fight. You got some of those you got to like, because you ain't got no other support. So some of those you got to let that L be taken.
And then, I mean, on top of that, you also got to realize the like gender is a factor. Like, are you mom, dad, whatever role position? Like, is it a guy talking to a girl? Is it a girl talking to a boy? Like, there's so many other things that play a role in the advice, in the decision making, in the snapping. Right. Just
the snap at everything I say led me to believe that maybe we're dealing with like a little girl here. But then sometimes
I'm about to say I've seen some 15-year-old boys that be doing.
I got an emotional 2-year-old, so yeah, there's that. So what you got to be with?
I was watching Regina King. She just came out with a series called Forever on Netflix. I watched it, and I ain't gonna lie to you, they pushing mental health and therapy. I might need to hit that therapy
big time.
It is.
I'm a huge.
Sometimes we don't know how to communicate,
That's right.
and you gotta get different tools. You gotta up your mastery, and that's a way you can do that. Like, and you know. As a kid, he's still under your household. So if you say, hey, let's go do a thing, or tell him the truth. But, hey, I want to go do this thing on Wednesday. I want you to come and just start the process. And just try to figure that out. Maybe if he's nagging at you or if he's lashing out at you, there's something there. Like, let's just call it what it is, and you have to figure it out as a parent. I'm sorry, you got to figure it out. It's your son or daughter or whoever it is. So, if it's me, try therapy. You know,
Yeah, I don't have no kids, though I do understand a lot of humans. I studied them as well. But I would say the one thing that you could do that would actually be detrimental is to continue to give them space and not be involved.
Please don't put them in.
Do not do that. Like, you
100%.
have to find. I'm not saying bust their room down, don't give them no privacy, nothing like that. I'm saying you still have to find ways to still be involved. And it may look like something like when we was growing up, we knew what we was going to do every single night. We was going to eat dinner at the table, no phones, no nothing. We was going to say grace, say a Bible verse, drink our water so we can get to the Kool-Aid. And we was going to eat in fellowship, talk about our day and everything else then. And it was not acceptable to not partake in that activity. So you can create different spaces, and like even what Brian was saying, like this is your household. You still make the rules. If you want to go to therapy, they ain't know we going together, and you coming with me.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I wouldn't say give them. You want to have a balance of giving people some privacy and some space and everything else. But I'm not. You say I try to give them some space, but I'm worried I'm not doing enough. You give them too much space, and then what you leave them is up to their own vices and devices.
Man, please don't put them in the corner.
And they're not, their brain is not able. That's why you're there as a parent, to help steer them in the right direction.
Yeah.
They're not able to make them decisions, bro. This is a very pivotal point.
This is the
for your
pivotal
kid. This
point.
is
the one spot
15
you got
is
left.
it. Is it a boy?
Last spot.
Y'all said?
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. This is the one
Yeah, I know
shot.
it's for everybody. I'm just saying, like, it's a lot.
This is tough. The only other time might be in what they call emerging adulthood, which is around like the 19 to 24.
Yeah.
But in 19 to 24, you have less control, right? They're an adult now. So if they don't want to be in your life, they don't have to be in your life.
And
Now
that's
they're
okay.
still here.
Yeah.
So this is a huge moment. It's time to step in, don't step out.
This is the 8th to 9th grade switch. Oh man.
Yeah, it's time to step in, don't step out. Just look at it differently. That's what I tell sometimes my my RAs and stuff like that. With they're like in their apartments, they always say it's harder to build community in apartments. I say because you're looking at building community as one thing.
Right.
You need to shift your perspective
Right.
and build community. You can build communities in a bunch of different ways.
Man, you can build a community
In a
room.
four-bedroom
With yourself.
apartment is one community.
Sometimes you have to be a little bit intrusive. Sometimes you have to be a little bit creative about how you're going to do it. You used to be able to just pop in on your kid and go lay in their bed and they'll tell you everything.
Not
They don't
anymore.
want that no more.
Yeah.
So you got to
Lawfully.
find a different way to do it. It could be the 15 minutes you got in the car, but maybe they get in the car and you're not getting that because they're trying to use the car to decompress.
Right.
I
I mean, I'll give you an example. Today, I took my kids to get their haircut. They've got their haircut several times in their life already. Shouldn't be a big deal. I took them from every other time I've taken them, it's been right after a nap at their situation, whatever their situation. I grab them like 2 something. Like, today, I add another hour to it. So now they've already got some play out of them. They're whatever. Maybe they're a little hungry because they've played for about an hour after nap. And I just picked them up and went straight to the barbershop. I didn't have no snacks with me, no water, no nothing. Now, luckily, when we get there, you can get snacks, at the barbershop. But it's already too late because now we're here and it's an appointment. We can't just sit there and let them calm down and get to. So both of my sons threw a tantrum immediately. I'm talking about both of them. I don't want to get in a chair. I don't want to get in a chair. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And we're like right here, right now, right? So what did I do? I learned this through therapy. Ask one more question. Ask one more question. So when a kid's telling you, no, my day and mom and dad's day, when we told mom and dad no, what happens?
We got to tell mom and dad no?
No,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's the point I'm making.
point.
Your head is chopped off of a block. You're not,
figure out
there's no
different
no,
ways, man.
right? But again, these kids don't operate like that. And in
don't.
public nowadays, if you try to bop your kid upside the head, you're an
boy.
abusive parent or
Ain't
whatever
worth it.
else, right? So you have to consider all these things. So the thing I do now is I ask one more question, and the question is simple. Why? Or why not? So if they say no, I say, why not? And then what happens is they start explaining their feelings. It just is like a magic, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a magic button. Why not? I don't really feel like getting my haircut today, Dad, and I don't want to be the first person. I don't like being the first person to go. Okay. So now let's negotiate. What would it take for me to get you to go first? And if not, Miles, what would it take you to go first? And
Chick-fil-A?
I got to sit in your lap. Okay. So you notice how I have to integrate myself in the solution. You feel what I'm saying? Do I want to have him sit on my lap in this moment to get his hair cut so I can get hair all over my body and all that stuff? No. But if it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? This is the creative part Corey's talking about. What do you
Gotta
need
find
right
something.
now? What do you need? Because I need you to get this haircut. You need to sit in my lap. I know some parents will be like, well, you just giving them everything you want. Nah, not really. I think that's a moment right there where you could just, is this a battle you want to have or not?
Right, yes. You have to ask them
Pick one.
questions. What's more important right now?
We're giving you a deadline. You got a month to figure it out, or you're gonna be stuck and stupid.
Boom.
Which is a segment where a person places the thing, finds herself in a stuck and stupid situation, and then we put that ass on that wheel. Corey, spin that wheel.
Got that ass on the wheel.
Yeah, we belt our ass.
Hey, there we got audio.
Oh yeah,
And
all
they
time,
drop
too.
some gems on y'all. So if you ain't listening, it's your fault. You know. Is it stuck and stupid for someone to still live with their parents after the age of 30?
This is a good question. Where we at? We in America?
I say stuck and because I think the context matters.
Yeah.
I think
Ooh, that's a
context
way out. He got a way out.
Nah, I know what you're going. Let's just say everybody okay. Ain't nobody got no disabilities. You got 2 legs. You
No,
work.
I still say I don't think it's. I say stuck. No, I think
got the
we
double
as
standard.
Americans got it wrong, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a double standard.
Why
Well,
not save money?
I agree. Let's stay where Corey's at. I kind of agree with what you're saying because I know of different cultures and I've been around people
100%.
where they stay with their parents their entire
They're with
life.
your
'Cause
family, bro.
They just switch. What they do is the son or the daughter goes out and they end up getting a house, and then the mother and father move into
in,
theirs.
yeah.
and
A lot of
that-
Arabics are like that.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Maybe, and this is where I push back. It's not that America's got it wrong. America has it different. America has it different. This is our culture. It allows that space for the 18-year-old to be considered a grown-up. I don't think that's something that we should do. This is why I told my wife our kids got till 25 to at least have those conversations, right? Like, we're going to have them. It's on me as a parent if I'm not preparing my kid to be out the house by 25. Anyway, that's how I look at it. I'm just being honest. So if you're saying, well, my kid's 30, he won't get out. Okay, back up. What have you done consistently to prepare this person for the world that's out there now, not the one you grew up in? Will you tell them, when I was your age, I was already out with a car? Okay, that
You're saying
Buying a
shift
car
the
only costs
dates,
$1,000.
shift the new time from 18 to at least 25.
That's what I did.
But-
You know why? And I'll give you the science. And Corey's sitting right across me. I won't even say it. I'll be quiet. When does the frontal lobe stop?
Oh, I mean, for women it's around 24ish. For men, 26,
Okay, so what's the average on that? 25?
25.
Okay, that's literally why I'm
Yeah.
giving you
No, I feel
the
you.
physiological opportunity to even get to that point before I have those conversations. 29, 20, 21, 18. If I'm doing a crap job as a parent, you're not ready at those ages, period. Now, I'm betting on myself that my kids will be prepared by 25, way before that. But I'm saying, even if I screw up, if something happens, the Lord takes my arms, my mind, my whatever, and I have to take a step back on my teachings, and my kids may have a hit on that or something. I don't know. That I'm just preparing for that. And if possible, then they have a little bit longer because I know that it's going to be hard for them. Like, that's just the truth.
I'm stuck no for sure because my daughter can stay with me forever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. For me
I
at
don't-
least, and
I don't care.
yes, it is different. And the reason why I say wrong, as America has it wrong, is because I think we focus on I don't know why
Why is it a bad thing?
why do we just force people to be
By themselves? Like,
why
like independent.
wouldn't
Like,
we
what
want
is this?
To be with the community.
Yeah,
Like,
what
psyop.
is this?
It's a psyop.
you know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
No,
Like,
no.
why wouldn't I want to? In my
It's a
perfect
psyop.
world, if I had it my way, I would have a house large enough that could accommodate
go.
my children.
Yeah.
And then
More like a little complex.
that
A
house
compound.
would but it would feed my family for generations. When
That's
I
the
pass, I give it to them. They keep
That's
it,
the
and they
point.
keep their children in it.
Yeah.
And then when they pass, we just keep going. And if the house is starting to get dilapidated, you fix it together
with
as a
your
community.
This would be a
marital money,
choice.
with your marital
Be a
money,
choice.
You know what I'm saying?
And even if you
know
mess
that-
up, come
and
back.
look, and you know we can do it
come
because
on.
we have an example in DC. It's called the White House. Every 4 years they figure it out.
You know what
It's
I'm
a new
saying?
marriage that comes in there every 4 years. The
100%.
new wife says,
So-
"I don't like this. Let's move this over here, move this over there."
Fix whatever you gotta fix. We're just a part of a community and family together. You're not living with me. We're living with each other.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by you know.
100%.
And it's nice but we've been again. The psyop has been, you get up, you grow old, you get married, you move out,
Everybody.
you start your family, and then that's the thing. So everybody kind of.
But there is, again, very slippery slope because if you're a boy, I feel like that's a little different. You do need to secure something
Oh, 100%.
on your own
100%.
because that's a survival thing. Like, it's not even, I'm not even on some like, the way society's set up now, I gotta have you survive.
No.
Would it be stuck and stupid for LeBron James to play one more year in the NBA?
LeBron can play 20 more years. If LeBron's going to keep being LeBron, yes, he can play however long he
LeBron
wants.
can play for another 20 years. All I'm saying is just not in the Lakers jersey. If he could just go anywhere else.
Yeah, he's a huge Lakers fan.
go
Kobe.
anywhere.
And
Yeah.
they got Luka, Don,
Hey, you see my boy slimmed up? Hey.
That's because of LeBron. So you need LeBron till he's ready to go on his own.
Okay, Mike.
They traded AD because they needed change.
Come on.
And you got to say his name. His name is LeBron James.
Oh, come on.
I'm talking about that man on the Lakers.
Trade him. I'm so dead, bro. Go ahead, go to the next one.
Hey,
We
come
all.
on, man.
Yeah, we
Y'all
already
better-
know that.
Y'all better win
No, he
this.
could-
Please, bro.
As long as he can play, he can play.
That's what we gonna
He
call
just
this.
opted in. He ain't getting traded.
Yeah, he good, man. He trying to see
Hey, man,
Bryce.
that's what Lucas said.
Face guy.
Would it be stuck and stupid to skip your kid's graduation just because your ex is in
Hey, where's
the
this
audience?
camera at? Where's the camera at, guys?
Wait, what's the story behind this?
Yeah, give me a story.
I saw it.
ChatGPT?
No, hell no. This one is, I want to say, the Shade Room. I want to say it happened somewhere, and they were like, "No, that I can't remember where I saw
Like
it."
my
man.
kid is graduating, but my ex is gonna be there, so I don't go.
Yeah, so you don't go.
That's stupid.
So,
That's
and guess why I
Yeah.
can't give you no passes? Because I seen oh my goodness, I seen Coach do it with Pilar. He can do
Now,
it.
I lied. So I went to a graduation and saw it. That's where I got this from. I saw it. Like I saw the two. I saw the ex, and then I saw the present. And I was like, dang, like they weren't talking or nothing. I'm like, nah, like if it was me, I'm happy. I'm like, oh, what's up, man? What's up, boo? You see our
but
kid,
wait, but
baby?
did they stay? Even though they weren't talking
but he
to
like-
each other.
They
He
stayed,
might
but
be
they
asking
were.
hypotheticals.
It
Yeah,
was
he's just
the.
thinking hypothetically.
Yeah,
like,
I just saw it and I just created a question. But the way he was like, for me, I'm involved. Like I got to be involved. I don't want nobody. Oh, he acting that way. I don't want him to have the upper hand. So I
Yeah,
gotta
but-
be. What's up, my boy?
But part of involvement, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this.
Go.
Part of involvement is knowing that dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. We already know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something there, and I saw it, but like, there's a reason why he was standoffish.
Well, if
So that's why I
you're
created the
my
question.
ex, I don't care if you knocking it down. Like I know that don't bother me.
I know. I'm just talking about the normal person. We're not talking about us four. We're talking about the
I don't
normal
care.
I ain't
person.
gonna lie,
You know what I'm
you hit my
saying?
old lady.
Yeah, it's
How long
It's
ago?
time.
How she move?
yeah. Wait, it's good.
I'm
No,
so
I
dead.
think
Y'all
what he said
tripping.
on
Hey,
what he
she
said
did
on Liar Liar when he was talking to old buddy. Dang, remember when they first when he was doing the claw
Oh yeah.
and then old buddy pulled up.
The claw coming
And then
at
they
you.
started talking about, yeah, but remember they started talking about Jim Carrey said something hilarious in there, but it was about like how you treating her kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you knocking her down. What you know?
Liar Liar till this day is it's one of the greatest movies ever because it's still being played. Like there's
On
I don't know
TNT every day,
TNT every week.
Every
I
day.
see Liar Liar on the
I
playlist.
see that
Here
every
she
day.
comes to
It's
represent.
one of the yeah. I always want to know the science behind that, bro. Like why there's something about that or what is? I want to see the stats on that. Like why y'all keep playing this every week?
Oh,
'Cause it makes money.
can.
I know it's great, but there's
It's
something.
gone.
Because people gonna watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
that's
know
simple.
for a
Yeah,
fact.
it's probably that simple.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Is it stuck and stupid that presidents have the power to pardon?
I think
Stuck
that's awesome.
and
I think
I'm in.
I'm in a.
I was in.
I'm in the
for a little
end
bit.
too, but not.
No, I'm stuck. No, it's not stupid.
The reason why I'm in is because I was thinking about this morning too. Pardons to me. This is why I'm in on it because I used to be like, it's not stupid. You're the president. You should have power, especially with the way that the executive power is kind of set up. But think about it this way: if in fact you did do the crime that you were committed of doing, why should you be let off?
Well, it depends. I would say like there's legislation that could have been in play that considered you guilty.
But I'm not talking about that aspect. I'm
No,
talking
he's just
about
saying in general. Like if you really out there
if you
unaliving
really
people,
did, and I'm not, and it is like case closed. For instance,
Yeah, give me an example. of
the
one.
Chrisleys for sure tax
Think so?
evaded.
But those are my people.
For
Though.
sure.
No, not too much under, not too much.
I rock with them too. I rock with them too.
I love Christian, bro.
I
was lit.
I rock with them too.
I was lit with all of them.
For sure.
I was like,
Right?
turn up.
For sure. So there's not like and that's the and part. It's like the pardons I want, I fully believe, because like, I'm a huge prison reform person. Yeah. I fully believe there has to be a reform in the system because there are people who are going to prison who are for really what I would call as minuscule things, but also for things that they did not actually even do.
No.
And so there needs to be systems in which, and people are going to say you have an appeal system, but if you dive into that system, you will see it's trash. Yeah. And so having the power to pardon somebody is a nice thing to do because the system doesn't always work. And so I think there should be somebody to have a power. And I could also see the other side of the coin of like people can abuse that power for any power that you can have. So like that's the and part. Like I think this morning, if you'd asked me this morning, I'd have been like, Stuck, no, it's not stupid. And at lunch, something happened at lunch. I was watching something at lunch and I was just having like thought about it like, dang, if you really did do something, somebody can abuse that power and let 100%. This person out.
Just because you got popularity, you out of there.
No. Slippery slope. Slippery. There's a lot of examples of that.
No, 100%.
So a pardon is a pardon. I believe it is what it is, just like a executive order is what it is. It's going to be full sweeping, so there's going to be people that go under the rug that should not be under the rug, and you got to trust the person who's giving that pardon to know that the type of pardon they're giving is to somebody who's probably not going to, if they are going to, offend again. I think it's offend. If they are going to offend again, they probably won't do it at that next level. If so, you look like
never know that.
You don't ever. I know, but you all of it's a risk. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's an overall 100%. Sweeping move. So it's all risky. So I don't see it. I don't care if they did an actual crime or not. Why? Because there's several examples of people doing the quote unquote actual crime and getting pardoned since the beginning of pardons. So like that can't be the thing that we say shouldn't be the thing because it's been the thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't, just because it's been the thing doesn't mean it should be. That's
no, I agree. I'm just saying like we've accepted as the United States that this is what a pardon can lead to. People that have quote unquote done the crime that get pardoned off, and that's what we've agreed to. This is the people when we vote them in, we just like we don't know that they're not going to pardon certain people. We don't know that. We vote them in trusting that they won't. I'm sure there was somebody that voted for Trump that said, do not let them Christies get out of there. And they're sick right now in their stomach.
Maybe.
Yeah.
To me, it's less about the person who's in it and more about, because this could have been Biden.
I'm about to say
Obama,
Biden's son?
anywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about,
Hunter
this
got
says
the pass.
presidents.
Goodness
right?
gracious.
This says presidents.
Yeah.
So, and that's a good example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's probably 1,000 other examples.
Mm-hmm.
I want there to be more. And you would have to write this somehow into the
legislation,
right?
That's what I'm saying.
Which is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Is that if you give one person the power with little checks, that's what I'm saying. Is now you have the ability to abuse that power and then put a group of people at risk, at a higher risk. Because yes, you're right. Everything's a risk, right? Mm-hmm. But you can also calculate what's a higher risk or not.
100%.
So. If I get in there and I'm the president and there's somebody who's been in for triple murder and he did it 3 times, I can say, hey, pardon.
That's true. Now that's the point I'm talking about. Then you have to, as the person that's doing that pardon, you have to understand that's the power you wield. And when you do that, there's just going to be people upset. Now I can also tell you that if you pardon somebody that should be pardoned, there's still going to be
people upset.
So
it's
like,
regardless,
it's an oversweeping thing. It's like if that's the case, I don't even care. Whatever choice you made as a president, as the person that voted for you in there, I kind of have to be okay with that keep going, like keep challenging them while they're in there. Yes, make sure they do exactly what they said they're gonna do. I don't mean like just lay down and take it. I just mean chill. Okay, whatever. You get what I'm saying. The next election, do something different. That's all I'm saying. Because you're not gonna be able to control who he pardons. We know that.
No, for sure.
Because remember, people that thought that Biden wasn't gonna pardon nobody. Because remember, for 4 years, the reason they voted for the guy was because I don't do pardons.
Well, that wasn't the reason why people voted for him.
I know,
he said he would pardon his son. That's the thing that he said.
Boy, went out with a bang, didn't
he?
But that's what I'm saying. But that's my point, right? Yeah. I literally said at the end, I was like,
"What are you doing?"
When he's a lame duck president, not what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have no checks to that. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, that's right.
I have no checks. I'm a lame duck president. I would pardon literally everybody. If I'm Biden, I don't know why he didn't
might as
continue
well.
to pardon every single one of my friends would have got a pardon.
Absolutely.
But that's what I don't like. It's like,
let me ask you
I want
this.
the checks in
If
there.
you
You
knew,
know?
that's why I don't know. I feel like all of us would do it. Every single one of us. If I was a president and the three of you did something that was quote unquote illegal, and I know your characters, all of you individually, one by one, I know who you are personally. I know that we're human, so we're gonna break the law. That's just what life is. There's not a question in my mind day one I'm not part. Like, it's not a question. Yeah. I don't care how deep your sentence is. It would be 15, 20. It's not a question. The second I get over there, hey, real quick, go hand me the pardon book, Jeremy, B. Wood, Cori. Put this on CNN, and I'm going back to playing golf. That's the truth. I'm just being honest. So it's like,
I don't know. I wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't.
Everyone say it depends what you did.
What you did.
No, listen to what I'm telling you. I can make that judgment call. Corey, if you was out there, doing stuff that you shouldn't have been doing, and it's like really, really bad, I can make that judgment call. Odds are, if I know your character, right, enough, and you're close to me enough, and I'm not saying every pardon is a personal pardon. I don't mean it like that. But I'm for sure pardoning my homeboys. Is what I'm saying. Stop playing, of course. I'm in there immediately, first day. Hey,
and I wouldn't, though. I'll be wait to the end. Because at the end, the image doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Now, it could taint. So
that's why he waited
for anybody,
as long as
right?
he did so far, yeah.
But still, you still have time. Like, you're going to go out as being lame duck. I would have waited to pardon when I was on my last year. Because now, here's the risk you run as the president. If I'm the president and I'm pardoning people within my first year, 6 months, any of them people, if they come out and they reoffend, now I'm losing credibility in certain trusts in certain areas.
Yeah, you're done.
So I would wait to the end because it doesn't matter.
I think that's what happened with Trump recently, because he could have came in and started pardoning these people immediately.
He pardoned a big boy.
He went out with he
went with a bang.
Because he waited to get that trust back. Because remember, everybody was like, "Tariffs, everything's happening. Oh my god!"
The Larry Hoover move.
Yeah, he waited to get that trust back.
Move was
He still got to do state.
It really was, but that wasn't a move. That
wasn't
Chrisley to me was a bigger move than Larry.
No, YB was my move.
YB was a big boy. That was a big boy.
But that's what I'm saying. Please, black folk.
What was the big boy move though?
No, the big boy was the Chrisley one for sure.
100%.
But Chrisley's already the daughter was already like lobbying for that for a long time.
Yeah.
But mind you, everybody that got pardoned, there was somebody lobbying them for years. Just
no,
FYI.
for sure. But I'm just saying, Chrisley, big family, famous family. She was also invited to the Republican National Convention. But anyway,
oh yeah, she was.
So the optics look even better because sure, there's somebody lobbying for them, but we can see that this one is. So
YB optics. You got YNs.
That was all academics though.
No, chill out.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's
what is Trump if not the online god, right?
Right, but
Donald Trump did the interview.
But that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like that's why I said
together. I see you at.
He don't. To me, if you think that was anything other than a chess move to get black votes,
yeah,
that's all. Yeah,
that's the difference. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I wouldn't say all of them because whether you pardon Chrisley or not, you still got Chrisley's base. Right, Chrisley's base wouldn't have. And he's still,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the chess move was a YB and the Hoover because the people aren't gonna go into the state.
Like Kodak Black was for
200 years. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're
Kodak
not
Black
gonna go that far into that. They're just gonna see the optics of what it was. So you're like, come on, bro. Like that's the grandstanding. But I'm not, and that's not the reason why I ain't put him up for Stuck and Stupid is I don't think it's actually stupid from his perspective. Because I know what you're doing, and anybody would do it.
The king of the deal. That dude, man.
It's a chess move. When you got to make a chess move, you got to make a chess move. Man. So I see the chess move, but sometimes if you play chess and you know what the chess move is, don't get caught playing checkers. That's all I'm saying.
We run the shadows.
Oh,
yeah. Somebody get married again?
Huh?
I wanted to ask. That was your
boy.
My bad.
Hey, he got married to
last night. We had a big
cases?
argument about theme songs again on my thing. So I'm gonna go live this weekend and just start playing the actual theme songs and they're tearing them up because it was crazy, bro. But we created a thing that said instrumental theme songs with vocals, and then
for Person X or for what?
Well, we would do it for Person X, but we can do it for this too. It don't matter. I'm just gonna go live.
Okay, bet.
But we was on the game last night going crazy. Boy, CJ, I'm on your ass. We were talking about top theme songs. This fool said MASH.
No.
I'm about to
I can get what you're saying, though. That's why I'm about to say, I'm stuck in. I'm stuck in. No, don't do that.
Time out. I'm gonna tell you why he might be onto something.
Yeah, MASH is a big boy.
Because at the end of the day, you can say what you want about MASH, but you knew when to go to sleep.
Yes.
You knew how late it was when you heard that.
So you're trying to tell me Exactly. It was so trash. Put you to bed.
Whatever it was.
No, it was just
The
in your
show might have
mind.
been- No, the show might
how
have been
big
garbage.
it is.
No. The intro. I'm telling you, I had to go. I was like, bro, I remember that intro, but I'm gonna listen to it.
I'm gonna
I
be
listened
real.
to it last night. The thing is trash.
I'm gonna be real with you. Now that I'm
Nah,
looking back
bro.
on my life,
Nah,
yeah,
nah.
listen.
Play it, bro.
No,
Play it loud.
wait, before you play it. Now that I'm looking back on my life, see, bro. Now,
No,
hey,
that was
stop.
trash.
Wait.
This is a sample
Wait.
cut. What?
I'm
Give me
gonna
a
kill it. I'm gonna kill it. I will tell you though, I always watch the intro and then turn it off right when they
No,
start.
But it's
see,
not a
I
top-
never
it's not
made
a
it.
top
I
five.
never
It's not
made
a
it through
top
the whole
five. It's not a
intro.
top
The
five.
only reason you made
It's
it
a top
through-
25 or something like
it's
that.
not even
or
top
lieutenant or
70
whatever they
to me.
said. I'm gone.
The only reason it might be top 25 instrumentals. The only reason you made it through the intro is because you didn't have a remote, so you had to get up from your bed to go turn the TV off.
But I watched it. I watched
no,
it because of the
listen, look.
helicopter.
I always look. I'm reading the comments on YouTube because they put comments. I always heard this theme song coming from the living room
Yes.
as I was tucked into bed.
Yes, sir.
With
Yes,
the
sir.
breeze blowing throughout
Yes,
the
sir.
window.
Yes, sir.
Or throughout the open
It's
windows. Man, I
nostalgic,
miss
bro.
those days.
That's just
It's
nostalgic.
nostalgic.
But if
Yeah,
you-
100%.
But if you were putting them up, so I said the consensus we came to yesterday was the greatest instrumental, Sanford and Son.
That's shout out to Quincy Jones. That's Quincy Jones. That's his record.
Okay, that's tough.
It's Quincy Jones.
Second place came in Game of Thrones.
Who said Game of Thrones?
Yeah, second place came in Game of
Because
Thrones.
that's instrumental. Why is
Yeah.
that not number one?
No, because I think Sanford
So
Son's
you're telling me
better.
that?
I think Sanford Son's better. No, I think people attach when we talk about the intros, we have to. Oh, the third one was visual intro. When we talk about intros, we cannot attach the nostalgia in the show to the intro.
I never want to.
Where
No,
was
bro,
Psych
when
on
you
that
Just the
did
list,
record.
bro?
Just the
So
record.
Bro,
just the record.
The
The
just the
layers,
record.
Just play
the
the
layers
layers.
on Game of Thrones, bro. That
No,
audio
Game of
is
Thrones
good.
is tough.
It's Quincy Jones.
Come
Yeah, that's
on,
Quincy
bro.
Jones right there. He's a legend. Go for that.
Bro, take it to the shadows.
Oh yeah, my bad, bro.
I thought that was a shadow.
No, that
Oh.
wasn't a shadow.
Don't
my
hit
bad.
my corner.
Is it more important to you to be honest or be kind?
Oh, this is hard, kind.
Be
Kind.
kind.
Is it more important to you to be
Kind.
honest or be kind?
Be
I
kind.
can be honest all day, but sometimes
Yeah, kind is way.
you gotta read the room, my boy. I swear. Even though you be honest and you think honesty is just what it is, you don't understand sometimes the honesty people can't process. So then it may come off as negative, and you're just like, no, I'm just being honest.
And nobody really knows you're honest until they know you're honest.
That's right.
Being kind is just forefront.
Right out the gate.
It's just
That's
off the
right.
gate.
That
Yeah.
boy Jeremy is mulling over his thoughts.
Oh, you honest?
I can see it.
Jeremy, like, I don't give a damn. I mean,
No, well, here's the thing.
So tell us if you
yeah,
travel a lot.
I think the reason why
Be
I say
honest.
honest is because,
To be honest.
yeah, I think I would lean more toward honesty because I think no matter what it is, honesty has a delivery, and if you can master the delivery, then it doesn't matter.
I know, but see, I see where you're going with this. But that delivery is
kind.
masked in kindness. Otherwise, it's just
So why
honesty.
not do
No,
both? If
yeah,
I can,
yeah,
if
yeah.
I can be kind
Nah,
and still
he-
deliver honesty,
well,
then I'm going to deliver
he's
honesty.
making a really-
This is
yeah,
why
he's
it
making a
says-
good-
This is why it
This
says.
is why I chose this question,
he-
y'all.
But also,
making a
this is
good
why it
point.
says, is it more important?
Yes.
It didn't say to choose one or the other. It's saying,
More
which is
important
more
to you.
important? I think it's best to be kind, and then you can blend in the honesty through that.
Yeah, kind comes first to me.
Yeah.
It's just
Because
that's
everybody will
the-
accept that.
But if
The
you're leading
racist,
with a
the
lie
mean
first,
person-
in your kindness, that doesn't
No, check me
necessarily
out.
mean honesty.
No, it happens all the time.
It's just the
They're
timing
called
for
lemon
it.
salesmen.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, I could walk up to anybody on this planet that hates me because I'm black, right? And smile.
Yeah.
Say, nice to see you today, sir. Man, lovely outfit you got on there, buddy. I wish I had a shirt like that. Whatever.
it moves.
No matter how he can
Yes.
be stern faced
Yes.
and not speak a word to me. Literally, not say a word to me and walk by me and ignore me. But I don't care what he says. That did something to his spirit.
And people put up with lies. You put up with lies more
Yeah,
to me.
I don't
Like,
know.
I said,
it's-
you feel honest? I mean, what's
I
what
think
you
I think
want.
I see what you-
what's
yeah,
more
you're right,
important
you're
to me
right.
is
You're right,
I'd
you're right.
rather people be honest to me.
You're right. I'm trying to change his mind and stuff. You're right.
Well,
Yeah,
like I'd rather just the honesty.
Right.
Because I have emotion. I have developed the emotional like intelligence that I couldn't care less about you trying to spare my feelings.
Oh, more important, like to give or to receive.
Okay, so if you're
No,
giving
either
me,
way, you
Either
take
way,
the
he
that's
just
fine. So
telling
I'm
you,
telling you
if
right now,
I'm
if you're
giving
giving
kind,
me,
I want honesty.
I want honest.
I
If
want
I'm
honesty.
if I'm giving, I want to give honest. I don't because
Okay, I
I
see
can.
what
I
you- yeah,
know.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
enough. If I ever have to have that kind of conversation, I know how to deliver that honesty.
No, you said you have that word
Yeah,
of
yeah, facts,
conversation.
facts.
If I ever have to have that type of conversation,
No,
you're
you
not
said
slick.
kind.
I
No,
said
you
kind,
said
but
kind.
you're taking kind in the wrong context. But you're not slick, so there you go. That's exactly why I did that, because you're trying to be
No,
slick.
you said you wouldn't have kind conversation.
No, I said kind of.
And you got to be kind to be honest. The way you talking about giving off, you got to be kind.
Come on, you can't. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
you're here.
What I'm saying is,
Can't do it.
what I'm saying is, I
gotta
think the
kindly
honesty
deliver
is
that.
more important.
Yeah,
Period,
because you got to
point blank.
kindly deliver it.
No, I can.
No, I'm with you.
I know how to
he's
do
right.
it.
They trying to change this man.
Look,
What you got?
I'm
Resident
steadfast.
Unicorn, what you got, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, what I got? When I was thinking about how I can write this question, is I wrote it this way just for this type of conversation, because I think in most situations you can do. I'm a firm believer of doing both.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest and be kind. So to me, there are no more
You
important.
ain't choosing
No,
one.
it's not like it's
Choose
okay.
one.
If I got to choose one, I'm gonna choose kind. But
Hey.
but that doesn't mean I want to lie to people.
No, facts. No,
Right.
facts.
Well,
facts.
Like
It's
I
all
want to be
facts.
honest, but we're talking about what's more important to
Yeah,
me.
what's
Facts.
more important is to be kind.
But
Because
he
I feel
pulled me on the honest, though.
But here's the other part. Honest is something that should be a deliberate, meaning like, why would you want to lie and be that?
Yeah. Kind
let
is
that
something.
be part of
Yeah,
your
that's a good
character.
point.
If I have to be,
Yeah.
and the reason why I say this is, if there's a situation and I have to be honest, which I would want to be honest,
Mhm.
but being honest would make me unkind,
Mm.
Not worth
I
it.
would not want to be in that situation.
Not worth it.
I would rather.
I
Be in a
wouldn't
situation-
just be in that situation.
You said what?
I said I wouldn't just be in that situation.
Yeah.
I'd rather.
no,
Hey,
for
check
sure.
this out. I'd rather
You
fake it
don't
till you
want to be
make it.
kind because it means he got to talk to
Hey,
people.
I'd rather fake it till you make it. That's
I
how
am
it
I've told y'all so
Yeah,
many
he's an
times on this show,
introvert. That
I'm an
makes sense.
introvert.
Yeah, he's right.
So
He's right. He's
I
right.
look, if it means that if I know that what I'm gonna say is gonna
He's
hurt
right.
you, I just want to talk to you.
He's right.
But see,
I'm
a
out.
fa-
For him, he's right.
My thing is, I like community. I appreciate. I know. I know. I am an extrovert.
Get away
so
from
I
me.
appreciate community. So if I live in community, I must be able to bend in some areas because I'm not the only person in the circle. I don't only consider myself in that circle. So if that's the case, I am a fake it till you make it type person sometimes because I'd rather I'm just being honest. I'd rather you be
Got to be.
comfortable still having conversation with me
100%.
than to not. So if in that moment I can just take a step back and say, is this a battle worth it? Let me just be kind. I'm gonna be kind.
And it gets
No,
you
for
off.
sure.
Being kind gets you off.
No, I mean it does feel good.
It feels good being
but
kind, bro.
The reason why I say that is because I have lived the experience so often of like somebody coming up to me years later and I'm having one of the coldest things ever, bro, was I was at a wedding one time, filming a wedding, and I saw this girl. She came up to me and she was looking at me from afar, and I was trying to place where I knew her from because like you've been somewhere where you like seen somebody and
Every
like,
day.
damn, I really know you.
I never know.
For sure. No, but I do. Like,
Yeah.
I know you, but I'm trying to place exactly where I knew you.
I'm horrible with that.
And she came up to me because there was like a lull and I was working with my camera. And she goes, do you remember me? And I said, I want to say Tarleton. I'm trying to really place where you were.
yeah.
But I do remember like your face. And she was like, I told you if I ever saw you, I would tell you this. So first I go back and I'm like, damn, I probably did something incredibly bad.
Mhm.
And that's fine because I'm about to make up for it in this moment. I'm sorry that I did that. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
you
that
win,
person that I
yep.
was. You know what I'm saying?
Being
Like,
kind.
no, for sure. But you know what she told me, bro? She said, you saved my life, basically. You didn't know that when I came to see you, because I was doing like counseling and stuff like that, you didn't know that when I came to see you that I was about to commit suicide that day. And your conversation and kindness got me to come back the next day. And after that day, it got me to come back weekly. And I saw you weekly, and the thing that I can remember the most is just how you made me feel. You were just kind. And where I felt like other people weren't nice to me or didn't have the time of day for me, you were kind. And she was like, I was thinking about ending my life that day. Now I have a job and I work for the state. I work in Austin. I'm married. I'm living like my best life. And I always told myself that if I ever saw you again, I would let you know that just by you being kind, you saved my life. From that moment on, I was like, and I already knew.
That's
'cause
why
what I
kindness
wanted to
wins.
do.
It saves lives.
From that
Crushed
moment
it. That was the finisher. We
No, no,
finished you.
and Jared be like, Jared probably has the same stories of.
I
You
have
ain't got no
plenty of
story
them,
like
but
that.
mine.
You ain't got no story like that, boy.
I promise you.
Okay.
That boy saving lives over here, man. We team be kind.
At the end of the day, I'm also the team that's very straightforward. So I'll be like, If you want that kind of question or that type of question, I'm gonna sit there and be like, do you want honesty or kindness?
No,
Nobody
Jeremy,
came back and said, man, you're honest.
No, this is Jeremy. This is Jeremy right here. This is
Nah,
Jeremy.
I'm sure
No,
they
hold on.
probably
They-
did,
Nah,
honestly.
No, this is Jeremy right here. She came back, said all that to Jeremy. Jeremy like, I'm glad you didn't do it.
I'm glad to see you again.
I'm glad you didn't do it.
That's it?
Honestly, I'm happy to see
I
you.
got a movie I got to catch, but
That's actually kind of would be my line. My line would be like, he's like, I'm out.
Nah, bro, we sat there.
Good to
and
see you again, I'm out.
That's funny.
I hugged her. We cried.
I
I'm
had
like,
the ha-ha, he-he's and all that.
Was she
we
black or
did,
white?
Man.
Oh, my God.
She was white. That was crazy.
I told we got to bring that segment here, man. See if
Yeah, it
it
was
like-
crazy. Guess what race it is? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, we got to
They
bring that
said-
back. Yeah.
Nah, it was cool.
You
So,
saw the video?
Did y'all drink tea?
Nah, I still
Whether
haven't looked at it yet.
whether you gotta be honest or be kind or be both, you know, I need you to reflect on that when you're drinking your tea, which is a very kind exercise to do. But you can be honest with yourself when you're meditating, right after you wake up, going to sleep, get your time with yourself. And then I hope in your meditation and tea time that you recognize that you need to come back next week because we're gonna have a better episode.
Hey, during your meditation, listen to the MASH intro.
And fall asleep because it's stuck.
Hey.